Welcome to Buck Don't Know Shit. Today, the Thunderbird's gonna get some new holes. All right, so yeah, we're cutting out the front floor pans. See how this goes, but real quick, gonna be on both sides, cutting out all this rust spots. Pretty much everything from the rear floor pan forward gonna come out. Probably up maybe a half inch above where the floor pan ends up towards the firewall. Pretty much the same on the other side. So yeah, about to draw it out and start cutting. I think that's all there is to do. I know I said I was going to just draw this out and start cutting. That was a little bit of a lie. I am actually going to clean up around the edges with my grinder, and that way I can kind of get an idea where the bad metal starts, and so I don't cut out any more than I have to. So here we go. Yep, so just gonna try to draw some lines straight as I can and get all this rusted metal out. I do have this support, I don't know what you call that, bar that runs under here, so we'll have to be careful where I cut. It ends right here pretty much, so I'll probably just cut right at the end of that, kind of avoid cutting it off, and then cut around it and just be light when I'm going over it right here. And I do think I'm just going to leave about a half-inch lip off the panel that I have. Probably going to cut it out right here and just let it overlap. I think it'll be fine, but we'll see how that goes and get to drawing. I should.
It looked really cool while you're working on the car.
I work with a guy that his name's, we call him Batman. Apparently he has a big Batman tramp stamp.
That's it.
Yeah. I just need a better nickname. You won't cut?
No.
No?
I still can't believe Will bought a ukulele that was more expensive than our
Your
electric
guitar?
one. Yeah. That's crazy.
That was the cheapest one they had?
No, that wasn't the cheapest, it was the nicest.
Oh, it was the nicest, huh?
Yeah, but still.
Probably should wear some gloves. This is going to probably get fucked up. I'm not very good at cutting straight lines with this. All right, don't do what I did and remove your guard off your grinder butt. I got to be able to get inside these edges here a little closer than that guard will allow. So. This is going to be a bitch. I'm already spot welded on here. Of course, you can't see the spot welds. I'll get under it and look and see. I may just have to cut it off, remove it once I get this piece out, and try to re-weld it. I don't know. We'll see. Never, ever easy. But first I'm gonna get the Dremel tool, finish cutting these corners out, and see where I stand after that. So got it cut all the way around. It's loose everywhere except for over this cross member, or it's not a cross member, it's just a extra support. It's kind of cantilevered off the torque box up here, and it stops right here, and it's not attached to anything on this side. It's just, you know, supported under the sheet metal here. So the sheet metal is spot welded to it, and I'm trying to not destroy this, so I'll have a pattern. So I'm debating, you know, is it best to maybe just cut this off, take this whole piece out with the cross member on it, and you know, then try to remove it afterwards and weld this back in place up here when I get done. I don't know. I'm gonna watch Jameson's video. He did these floor pans. You should check them out. Definitely don't watch me, but you know, I wanted to show kind of in detail what I was cutting out here, so everybody would have an idea, because you know, your floor pans probably look the same under your Thunderbird. You know, this car really doesn't have a lot of rust in other areas, but for whatever reason, under this seat pedestal there was a lot of moisture. The front floor pans. Back floor pans look great, and then again, you know, the back seat, which I showed before, I think there were just a bunch of little screw holes, bolt holes that weren't sealed up. Looked like it let a lot of moisture in there over time, you know, but the rest of the car is solid. So anyway, I'm gonna go watch some videos, figure out what I'm gonna do here, and I'll get back. All right, watch me some old YouTube, and Yeah, basically I think I'm gonna have to try to find some of these spot welds. So grinder, drill bit, and chisel. See what I can get free. This will be fun. Plan B. I cannot see the spot welds. I'm sure I could sit here and drill and guess at a few and might get lucky. So I think I am going to try to cut beside it. Don't really need a pattern. I've got a floor pan for the front. I know these are on 12 and 7-inch centers, exact. But I will try to save this under the seat pedestal. Try to keep it together best I can. Yep, coming along. Looking pretty good. I'm just using the old hammer and chisel there, peeling those spot welds up. Shouldn't be a problem. This side might be a little harder, but this metal's thin, so it just peels up. And then I'll clean this member up, and I'll be ready to go back in, do some grinding around the edges, straighten some of them up, and I will go ahead and cut the other side out, but I'll spare y'all all the details of that. Should just be pretty much rinse and repeat, and we'll be ready to weld some metal back in this thing. All right, I'm back. It's been 3 days. I know I was supposed to have these floor pans done by Friday and actually have all the dash tore apart by Friday, but a little thing called the flu got me. Started feeling it Thursday. Woke up Friday morning with fever, went and got tested, had the flu. Laid up basically Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and feel good today. So had a lot of errands and shit to do Monday morning, and anyway, about to get back started on it, work on it the rest of the afternoon. I'll flip you around, show you where I left off, and what we're going to finish up in this video. So we had finished the driver's side, got all that cut out. Working on the passenger side, I drawn it out, cut out up to the little frame rail there. Kind of debating right here. I'm thinking I'm going to leave some of this where this indentation is for the seat. I might cut some of that out and actually save like a little strip of this over the frame rail. Probably what I'm going to do, and then cut the rest of this out like I did on the other side. Of course, I'm going to be still cutting this out because it's rusted right there. I got a little bit to cut out there, and then I mentioned in another video, after I get this welded back in here, I'm going to come in and cut a strip out along this rear floor pan, probably about a 1-inch strip, and weld that back in. And that, well, of course, after I fill those holes, that'll be all the welding on the interior of the car, well, on the car in general, other than maybe the battery tray, but I haven't looked at that yet. But yeah, that's it. So quit talking, get started doing some work. And I will just say it is a beautiful day in Texas. About 67 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Middle of December. Love this weather. Battery dead. Well, next morning, floor pans are cut out. The next step, like I've been talking about, I haven't got to, let's see if I can get you in there.